Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sonia. Today, we're going to talk about Fingersmith by Sarah Waters. In this video, I will divide it into 4 parts. First, I will give a brief introduction of the story. Then, I will talk about my favorite aspect from it. And later on, I will introduce 4 of my favorite passages in different sections. Last but not least, I will talk about my own thoughts of this book. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video. It's a novel set in the 19th century England. Our female protagonist, Susan Trinder, an orphan raised by her adoptive mother, Mrs. Saxby, was destined to be a thief for her whole life, until Gentleman, a con man, came to her visit for a plan of seducing a young lady, also one of our female protagonists, Maud Lily. Under Gentleman's plan, Susan posed a maid and helped Gentleman win the trust of Maud, her mistress. Things wasn't that simple as the plot went on, which you definitely should read it yourself. Now, I want to talk about my favorite aspect from this book. My favorite aspect from this book is that the author mentioned many symbols, such as photo, poker card, silver thimble, and gloves in her novel. Those objects represented the ongoing plot and the character's state of mind, which brings out the characters more. When I was reading this novel, I always got goosebumps whenever the author mentioned any symbols that related to the character's emotion and the plot. Now, I want to talk about 4 of my favorite symbols with my favorite passages. The first passage is on page 31, paragraph 4, from Sue's perspective. And after all, she had been right. Here was my fortune, come from nowhere, come at last. What could I say? I looked again at Gentleman. My heart beat hard, like hammers in my breast. I said, "All right, I'll do it." Money is where everything starts. It shows the desire from Sue to get the money and bring their family, especially Mrs. Saxby, a better life. The desire for money is also the chain of the whole plan and whole plot. Each of the characters wants money for different reasons. The next passage is on page 136, paragraph 2, from Sue's perspective. But here was a curious thing. The more I tried to give up thinking of her, the more I said to myself, "She's nothing to you." The harder I tried to pluck the idea of her out of my heart, the more she stayed there. It's like, you love her, I thought. The symbol here is the struggle. This shows the struggle of Sue that she loves Maud, but she has to insist on her plan to get the money. I'm fond of how the author describes Sue's state of mind and her struggle between the plan and Maud. Admitting that you love a person that you shouldn't be loving isn't easy. Deceiving yourself and forcing yourself to accept the truth that you don't want to accept is also a struggle and a painful emotion. The third passage is on page 303, paragraph 3, from Maud's perspective. And one other thing I put with them, that she does not know I keep, the silver thimble, from the sewing box at Briar, with which she smoothed my pointed tooth. The symbol here is the silver thimble. Maud keeps it as a secret without letting Sue know. This silver thimble shows that not only Maud loves Sue, but also the complicated relationship between them. How will a maid help her mistress smooth her tooth? And how will a mistress keep the silver thimble that her maid uses? And also, in my opinion, when Sue helped Maud smooth her tooth, the chemistry between them reverberates in the air, which shows Maud's desire of having Sue. The last passage is on page 485, paragraph 3, from Sue's perspective. It was a playing card. It was one of the playing cards from her old French deck at Briar. It was the 2 of hearts. The Two of Hearts poker card is the ultimate symbol of everything, in my opinion. It symbolizes Maud and Sue's relationship and passion in both of their hearts. I want to give a big applause to the author because when I read this, I immediately felt a warmth from the bottom of my heart. And I finally realized that everything that the author mentioned at first will always become the key hint of Maud and Sue's relationship or the key to the plot twists. Now I want to talk about my own thoughts from this novel. I guarantee you will love this book if you like mystery, plot twists, and LGBT themes. It also shows that how big the challenge is to develop LGBT relationship between Sue and Maud. They both face as in Victorian society, and their love face huge challenge than we are today. Not to mention they both have exploitative relationship with men, including gentlemen and Maud's uncle. It shows the contrast of men and women of how difficult it is for a woman to live under a society like this. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for your watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!